Did you know that over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck? That's right. The majority are just one unexpected bill away from financial stress. Not because they don't earn enough, but because of how they manage their money. Meanwhile, a small percentage of people in identical income brackets are steadily building wealth year after year. What's the difference? It's not luck, and it's definitely not just about income. Today, I'm revealing the exact reasons why most people remain financially stuck, and the specific strategies that can transform your situation almost immediately. By the end of this video, you'll understand the invisible barriers keeping most Americans broke and have a clear roadmap to break free from financial mediocrity. 1. They don't have clear financial goals. The first reason most people stay broke is embarrassingly simple. They have no clear financial destination. They're essentially driving blindfolded, hoping to somehow arrive at financial freedom. This directionless approach to money makes it almost impossible to prioritize spending, resist impulse purchases, or make meaningful progress toward financial independence. Without specific targets, your financial decisions become reactive rather than strategic. The solution is creating smart financial goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of vague intentions like save more money, set concrete goals such as build a $15,000 emergency fund by December 31st by transferring $577 every payday. This clarity transforms abstract wishes into actionable plans. Your financial goals become the compass guiding every money decision, from morning coffee purchases to major investments. With this roadmap in place, you'll find yourself naturally making choices that align with your long-term financial vision instead of sacrificing tomorrow's security for today's momentary pleasures. But even with clear goals, there's another critical mistake that keeps millions financially vulnerable. 2. They don't prepare for emergencies. The second financial trap ensnaring most Americans is failing to prepare for inevitable financial emergencies. Notice I said inevitable, because life's unexpected expenses aren't actually unexpected at all. They're completely predictable in their unpredictability. Your car will need repairs. Your roof will eventually leak. Medical emergencies will happen. These aren't if situations, they're when situations. Yet remarkably, 61% of Americans couldn't cover a surprise $1,000 expense without going into debt. This lack of preparation creates a vicious cycle where every emergency triggers new debt, increased stress, and financial setbacks that can take months or years to overcome. It's like trying to bail out a leaking boat without first patching the hole. The solution is straightforward but non-negotiable. Build an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. This financial buffer isn't just about practical protection. It's about creating psychological security that transforms how you think about money. When you have this safety net, you make financial decisions from a position of security rather than scarcity. You negotiate more confidently, invest more strategically, and resist predatory financial products designed to exploit vulnerability. Start with just $1,000 as your initial emergency target, then build toward that full 3 to 6 month reserve. This single step will place you ahead of nearly 2/3 of Americans and create the foundation for every other financial strategy we'll discuss. But there's another crucial mistake that derails financial progress, even for those with clear goals and emergency funds. 3. They don't budget. The third reason people remain financially stuck is they have no real idea where their money goes each month. Without a budget, your hard-earned dollars silently disappear, leaving you wondering how someone making your income could possibly have so little to show for it. Think of your income as water flowing through a pipe with dozens of small leaks. Without identifying and addressing these leaks, no amount of increased water pressure, income, will fill your financial bucket. A budget is simply the tool that helps you find and fix those leaks. The most successful wealth builders share one common trait. They track every dollar, giving each one a specific purpose before the month begins. Start by tracking your spending for 30 days to establish your baseline. Use apps or even a simple spreadsheet. Then create a zero-based budget where your income minus expenses equals zero, because every dollar has a specific job, whether that's paying bills, building savings, or funding things you enjoy. The psychological shift that happens when you implement a proper budget is remarkable. But even with perfect budgeting, there's another massive mistake sabotaging financial futures. 4. They don't think about the future. The fourth critical error keeping people broke is focusing exclusively on immediate gratification while ignoring long-term financial needs. This short-sightedness creates a ticking financial time bomb that eventually explodes as retirement approaches with insufficient preparation. The human brain is naturally wired to prioritize immediate rewards over future benefits, a psychological tendency called present bias. This made perfect evolutionary sense when our ancestors needed to focus on immediate survival, but it's catastrophic for building wealth in today's world. The math here is both simple and shocking. Every $1,000 not invested in your 20s could cost you over $20,000 in retirement funds due to lost compound growth. The opportunity cost of delaying retirement contributions even by just a few years can literally mean the difference between financial struggle and financial freedom in your later years. The solution isn't just about willpower, it's about creating systems that overcome your brain's natural present bias. Automate your retirement contributions so they happen before you ever see the money. Start with whatever percentage you can manage, even 1%, and increase it by 1% every 6 months until you reach at least 15% of your income. Remember, your future self depends on the decisions you make today. By implementing these automatic systems, you ensure that your present self takes care of your future self, regardless of what psychological hurdles might otherwise derail your progress. But there's an even more insidious financial trap lurking in most people's daily lives. 5. They have expensive habits. The fifth reason people remain financially stuck is they've developed lifestyle habits that silently drain their wealth-building potential. These aren't the obvious luxury splurges that everyone points to. They're the routine, everyday expenses that seem insignificant but compound dramatically over time. The $5 daily coffee habit that somehow feels inconsequential? That's $1,825 annually, which invested at 8% over 30 years becomes nearly $205,000 in retirement funds. The subscription services automatically charge your card each month for content you rarely consume? They're silently diverting thousands from your wealth-building pipeline every year. What makes these expenses particularly dangerous is their invisibility. Unlike major purchases that trigger financial deliberation, these small habitual costs bypass our mental accounting systems entirely, creating what financial psychologists call money leaks. The solution isn't complete deprivation or monk-like minimalism. It's conscious spending, deliberately choosing where your money goes based on what truly brings value to your life. Identify your top 3 money leaks and redirect just those funds toward wealth building. This targeted approach creates significant financial impact without requiring unrealistic lifestyle changes. But even with perfect daily habits, there's another massive barrier to building wealth. 6. They have bad debt. The sixth financial mistake keeping people broke is accumulating and maintaining high-interest consumer debt. This toxic financial burden acts like a wealth-building anchor, making forward progress nearly impossible no matter how much you earn or how diligently you budget. The math here is brutal. Credit card companies charging 18 to 24% interest are essentially ensuring you can never build wealth while carrying balances. At 20% interest, your debt doubles every 3.5 years if left unpaid. What makes this particularly damaging is how normalized this debt has become in American society. The average household carries over $6,000 in credit card debt alone, a financial emergency disguised as everyday life. This normalization leads people to accept interest payments as inevitable rather than recognizing them as a wealth-building emergency. The solution requires a two-pronged approach. Stop the bleeding by halting new debt accumulation immediately, then systematically eliminate existing debt using either the avalanche method, highest interest first, or the snowball method, smallest balance first. Both strategies work. The best one is the one you'll actually stick with. But there's still another psychological trap that keeps millions financially stunted. 7. They spend money to impress people. The seventh wealth-destroying mistake is spending to maintain appearances rather than build actual financial security. This social comparison spending creates a financial facade that looks impressive from the outside while crumbling from within. We've all seen it. The luxury car parked outside the rented apartment, the designer clothes purchased on credit cards, the lavish vacations funded by personal loans. What makes this particularly destructive is how it triggers competitive consumption among peer groups. One friend upgrades their car, prompting others to feel dissatisfied with their perfectly functional vehicles. Before long, an entire social circle is trapped in an escalating consumption arms race where nobody wins except the finance companies collecting the interest. The solution isn't becoming a social hermit. It's redefining success in non-material terms and finding confidence beyond consumption. The wealthiest people I know drive modest cars, live in reasonable homes, and spend lavishly only on what truly matters to them personally, rather than what impresses others. Remember, true financial freedom means not caring what others think about your spending choices. When you stop funding a lifestyle designed to impress others, you start building a financial reality that serves your actual goals and values. But there's one final mistake that undermines even the most disciplined financial plans. 8. They don't pay themselves first. The eighth and perhaps most critical mistake is treating savings as an afterthought rather than a priority. Most people save what's left after spending, which usually means saving nothing at all. This backward approach guarantees financial stagnation regardless of income level. When savings come last, you're unconsciously telling yourself that your future security is less important than every other spending category, from essential housing to impulse Amazon purchases. The solution is elegantly simple but psychologically powerful. Reverse the order completely. Pay yourself first by automating transfers to savings and investment accounts the day your paycheck arrives. This single habit shift ensures your financial priorities align with your stated goals rather than falling victim to the path of least resistance. Start with whatever percentage feels sustainable. Even 1% is better than nothing. Then gradually increase by 1% every few months until you reach at least 20% of your income going directly toward building wealth. This automated system bypasses willpower entirely, making wealth building inevitable rather than optional. When you pay yourself first, something remarkable happens. You adjust your lifestyle to match what's left, rather than adjusting your savings to match what's left after lifestyle spending. This fundamental reversal is what separates those who build wealth from those who merely wish they could. So, there you have it. The exact reasons most people stay broke and the specific strategies to overcome these barriers. If you're serious about transforming your financial future, hit that subscribe button right now and smash that bell icon so you never miss our weekly wealth-building strategies that the financial industry doesn't want you to know. Then drop a comment below with which of these financial mistakes has been your biggest challenge.